If Malaysia had been governed by consistently capable, non-corrupt, and genuinely meritocratic administrators focused on national unity and development since independence, 1957-1963, the country would likely look profoundly different today. Here's a probable picture. 1. Economic powerhouse status. Higher GDP and income, Malaysia would likely have joined Singapore, South Korea, and Taiwan as a fully developed Asian tiger economy much earlier. Per capita income would be significantly higher, potentially rivaling or exceeding Singapore's. Diversified and advanced economy, less reliance on commodities, oil, palm oil. A stronger focus on high-value manufacturing, semiconductors, electronics, aerospace, world-class services, finance, tech, logistics, education, healthcare, and innovation/RAND. Think roles like global tech hubs, advanced manufacturing centers, and leading financial services. Massive foreign investment, transparency, rule of law, and meritocracy would make Malaysia a top global investment destination, attracting significantly more high-quality FDI than it has historically. Reduced inequality. While inequality exists everywhere, a focus on universal development, quality education, healthcare, infrastructure, rather than race-based policies would likely have led to a more equitable distribution of wealth across all ethnic groups, lifting overall living standards. 2. True racial and religious harmony. Bangsa Malaysia realized, policies emphasizing shared Malaysian identity over racial/religious categories would have fostered genuine national unity. Racial tensions would be significantly lower. Meritocracy is core principle. Opportunities in education, government contracts, civil service, and the private sector would be based on ability and need, not ethnicity. This would unlock the full potential of all Malaysians. Moderate, inclusive Islam. Islam would likely remain the official religion but interpreted and governed in a much more progressive, inclusive, and modern context, similar to interpretations found in parts of Indonesia or the Gulf development states. Personal freedoms, dress, religious practice for minorities, would be better protected. Extremism would be less tolerated and have less fertile ground. Vibrant multiculturalism, Malay, Chinese, Indian, and indigenous cultures would thrive equally, contributing to a rich, diverse, and confident national identity celebrated domestically and internationally. 3. World-class institutions and infrastructure. Strong rule of law and low corruption, independent judiciary, effective anti-corruption agencies, and transparent governance would be the norm. Scandals like 1MDB would be unthinkable. Top-tier education system, heavy investment in universal, high-quality education from primary to tertiary levels, focused on critical thinking, STEM, and global competitiveness. Universities would be internationally ranked research hubs. Advanced infrastructure, seamless, modern public transport, high-speed rail, efficient metros, cutting-edge digital connectivity nationwide, world-class healthcare facilities accessible to all, and sustainable urban planning would be standard. 4. Malaysian lifestyle. Higher disposable income and affordability, significantly higher wages combined with efficient governance would make high-quality housing, healthcare, education, and consumer goods more affordable. The middle class would be much larger and more prosperous. International mobility and exposure, world-class education, and a globally competitive economy would mean Malaysians travel freely, work internationally with ease, and possess a broad, cosmopolitan worldview. English proficiency would be near universal and of a high standard. High quality of life, excellent public services, transport, healthcare, safety, cleaner and greener cities, ample recreational and cultural facilities, and greater personal freedoms would contribute to a very high standard of living, comparable to Western Europe or developed East Asia. Innovative and entrepreneurial spirit, a culture rewarding merit, innovation, and risk-taking would flourish. Malaysia would be a regional hub for startups and tech innovation. Stronger social safety net, efficient governance would allow for robust social security, unemployment benefits, and pension systems. Cultural confidence, a truly unified nation comfortable with its diversity would project cultural confidence globally in arts, cuisine, and ideas. Key differences from the current path. No NEP/DEB is implemented. Affirmative action would likely have been needs-based, time-bound, and focused on universal poverty eradication and rural development, not perpetual race-based quotas that distorted markets and fostered resentment. Less brain drain, far fewer talented Malaysians, of all races, would feel the need to emigrate for better opportunities, fairness, or personal freedoms. Global standing: Malaysia would be a respected leader in ASEAN and globally, known for its stability, prosperity, innovation, and multicultural success, not embroiled in corruption scandals or racial/religious tensions. Political landscape: politics would likely be more policy-driven and less focused on exploiting racial or religious divides. A stronger civil society and independent media would hold leaders accountable. Potential challenges, even in this scenario: inevitability of some inequality. Market economies inherently create disparities. Balancing growth and tradition: rapid modernization can create social friction. External shocks: global recessions or pandemics would still impact the economy. Regional dynamics: relations with neighbors, Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, would still require careful management. Conclusion: under capable, non-corrupt, and unifying leadership focused on meritocracy and development, Malaysia had the potential to be one of the world's most successful nations, a prosperous, harmonious, innovative, and highly developed society. The Malaysian people would enjoy a lifestyle marked by high incomes, excellent public services, world-class opportunities, significant personal freedoms, and a strong sense of shared national pride and identity. The country's trajectory was fundamentally altered by decades of policies prioritizing racial politics, patronage, and, at times, divisive religious rhetoric over genuine national development and unity. The what-if represents a significant lost potential for the nation and its people.